What's up?
How does the suspension of Winston change your game plan?
It doesn't change it at all. I mean, we have to defend what they do, not who they are. I mean, they're not going to change what they do because, I mean, if he rolled his ankle the first series, I mean, they're going to go continue to play. I mean, it doesn't change anything for us. I mean, we got to be ready to defend what they do, and they're a lot bigger than one player. They really are, and I mean, I remember I sat Sammy Watkins for the Auburn game, and we won. Sat Martavis Bryant, and Sammy Watkins got hurt the second play of the LSU game. Probably the best defense I've seen since we've been here. That LSU defense, and guess what? We won. You know why? Because our program's bigger than any one player, and so is Florida State's. I mean, it's obviously disappointed with them. Same thing for us. We played Georgia. I didn't have 4 starters. Corey Crawford, Peters, and Beasley, 3 senior starters, and then Sam Cooper gets hurt in warm-ups. So that's just the way it is. That's just other guys step up and play, and we recruited well, and we're still good enough to have gotten the job done. Didn't get it done, Florida State certainly. You want to have your best player on the field, but they're a great team. With or without him. They got great players, great skill, great offensive line. Jameis Winston doesn't play defense. He doesn't play special teams last time I checked. So that doesn't change anything for us. We're going to have to play very well whether he is in the game for 4 quarters, no quarters, or whatever. That really doesn't change anything for us.
Given his history, if you were faced with a similar decision, would you have gone with a half a game, or would you have gone maybe more? Do you think it's too severe, not severe enough?
You know what? That's for them to they got to run their program the way they see fit. My concern is Clemson and what we do here. I'm not going to get into judging them and how they run their program and all that kind of stuff. Like I said, we all have a job to do, and we do what we do here. They do what they do there. I'm not getting into that.
You surprised that it came to this?
No, I'm not surprised at all. That's just, Jimbo, I'm sure, is not happy with that. It's not something that's acceptable, and certainly not representative of what you want your program to be about. None of us are bigger than the program or the university and the brand. And so, not surprised at all that, he's being disciplined for that.
What's the take on the backup?
He's obviously a guy that they think highly of. He got some experience last year because Coker got hurt. Coker had a season-ending injury last year, and he played a lot. I think he played a lot against Syracuse. And you're not the second-team guy at Florida State if you're not a really good player. And people make too much of that stuff. You can just look at this past weekend. I mean, Hundley, the Heisman Trophy candidate quarterback for UCLA, goes out and backup comes in and, leads them down the field to victory. So they got good players. Obviously, we don't have a ton of film on him, but he's a guy that they recruited to be a great player, just like the guys we've recruited to be great here.
Critical will be to establish a running game here, especially early on.
It's always critical. I mean, that's who we want to be. We want to be a run action team. I mean, that's you just peel everything back. That's what we want to be. We want to run the ball and play action off of that. When we can't run the ball effectively, it's usually not the way we want it to be. Now, sometimes you just take what's there, and you got to be able to throw the ball when they present those opportunities. But we strive for that balance, and sometimes you get a little out of whack in that regard. But we want to run the football effectively. That's a critical part of what we're trying to do in the big picture.
With a guy not taking that many snaps over his career, starting the first half now, does it make more sense to go after him early, kind of make him make the mistake early in the game?
Well, he's played. Like I said, he's got, we've got a guy that's starting his 3rd game, so we just, again, we're not going to change what we do. We're going to execute our plan, We're not trying to defend one person. We're trying to stop what Florida State does.